Muy buena gente, ¿cómo están? Sean bienvenidos, yo soy su amigo Vir. Estamos el día de hoy aquí con nuestro amigo Child, el cual nos va a estar presentando su misión personalizada, es decir, su misión legendaria. Así que vámonos a ver cómo nos va a presentar Child su misión legendaria y vámonos. Bien, vamos a llegar aquí con Tartaglia o con Childe a ver qué nos tienen que decir. Ah, mira, pero no es Childe este, es otro huevón aquí. A ver qué nos tiene que decir.
Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why is that?
Por cierto, sean bienvenidos al canal, chicos. Yo soy miHoYo y les deseo lo mejor en este día mientras estén viendo este video. Y gracias por verlo, gracias por aquellos que se suscriben, gracias por comentar, compartir. Y no se les olvide allá abajito dejar los comentarios, revisar. Hay un link donde usted puede participar en una encuesta que estoy haciendo para mejorar el canal. Si me quiere apoyar, pues puede hacer la encuesta rápidamente. Si no, de todos modos, igual por ahí dejo otro videito. En mi canal hay un videito donde usted puede comprender la importancia de que usted se suscriba y aporte hacia el canal. Así que vamos a continuar.
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active ruin guard presence in this area. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of...
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. We have very little intelligence at present. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange noises are often heard coming from... As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters.
Ok, tendremos que ir con más cuidado de costumbre. La geoarmada siempre está inepta. LOL.
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols. We must not let innocent civilians come to harm.
That's a good
Pues lo
point.
correcto, lo que tienen que hacer, por eso se llaman guardianes.
Probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Ay, para la gente regular. ¿Y tú qué eres? Si tú no ayudas en nada, Paimon.
I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but...
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Oh, sí.
Is that so? Well, if you're genuinely off, I did see some ruin guard footprints on the hillside. But since then, I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate myself.
Footprints,
Vale.
eh? Interesting.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will...
Sí. Ya. La marcha de los cíclopes. Ay, carajo, quién sabe cuánto nos vamos a enfrentar.
This footprint is huge. It has to be the one that guy was talking about. Here's another one.
¡Qué rayo!
Seems the ruin guards did come out for a walk after all. A trail of ruin guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A ruin guard! Over there!
Venga ya, vente, te voy a dar amor en el Bellópolo.
No stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Well,
Vale.
that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
Niño.
Hey you! Check this out! What is he wearing? I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one?
Sí, es un guardián de la ruina sin energía. Niño, ten cuidado, estos tipos son muy poderosos.
You bet! Mr. Cyclopses are crazy strong. No bad guys can escape from these guys. That's Mr. Cyclops. Aw, that's cute. Wait, what? Do people seriously call them that?
La cara de
My
Paimon.
brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job to sell this kind of stuff. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops has come from. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from?
Paimon el juguete. Edición limitada. ¿Qué tienes, envidia?
Hey, just because you get to play with Paimon all the time does not mean that Paimon's a toy.
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh, child?
We just, you know, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are killing machines in the area. It's extremely dangerous.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the good guys.
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad man.
I'm just trying to help.
Ya me encargo.
I've always been hopeless at dealing with children.
De hecho, eres inútil para todo, pelotudo.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
Babysitter.
Seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
Sí, es muy peligroso y tú vienes como si nada, pelotudo.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again! My name's Tusser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But I'm all on my own, and I don't know where to find him.
Tiene los ojos azules igual que Childe. ¿Será que es su hermano Childe? No creo, ¿no?
You came all the way from Snezhnaya? Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go. What is it? Looks heavy. What the?
¿Cuántos moras? Dice, son muchísimos moras.
My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tusser. Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of mora. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much mora from selling toys.
¿Tú crees?
Yay! Thanks, nice guy. Alright, now we gotta make a pinky promise.
Uy, Pinky Promise.
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again. Wow, that one nursery rhyme kinda says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture.
Pues no es cruel, es realidad, es una promesa.
If we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother?
En el Banco Reino del Norte.
Great idea. Alright, off we go. Alright, finally now I get to see my brother.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here? Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tusser. My goodness. What a nice surprise, Tusser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and brother Anton? Is everybody keeping well?
Tonya y Anton.
They
Interesante.
miss you a lot. Tonya prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tusser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you.
Tusser es polizón.
Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tusser's money.
Tusser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
Aww.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tusser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous. Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think?
¿Lo dices en serio o solo para guardar la apariencia?
Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
Ah, sí, Paimon, cállate, está hablando, peluchuda, casi nos viola, más bien nos violó una vez.
I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy.
Ah, sí, estoy listo cuando tú quieras, perro.
Whoa. You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice lady? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Tuser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's...
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right? I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa. But Tuser is still so young. As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our Institute for Toy Research.
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops' bestest friend!
Just humor me in front of Tuser, if you would be so kind. Ah yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey! Slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tuser, duty calls. I'm sure Mr. Nice Guy here will be happy to keep you company while I'm out, though.
Ah, mentira.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure, I really like this guy. And anyway, he made a pinky promise to take good care of me.
Ah, well, it sounds like Tuser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway.
Ah, de acuerdo, lo haré, Tuser.
Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tuser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him anywhere he wants. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Vale. Ya decía yo que no iba a ser tan fácil como pensaba.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store? Huh? What are those super colorful winged things? They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops? I'm sorry,
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I'll need some amount of reference material.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere.
I'll manage. Still, I must warn you that custom builds...
Ah, su hermana tiene dinero.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know...
Gástalo en el niño. ¿Podríamos guardarnos el cambio? ¿Qué quieres decir, Paimon?
Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Tooser's...
Ay, qué arrogante, Paimon. ¿Te quieres quedar con el dinero que le dieron al niño?
It's time to talk prices.
Págale.
This price is fair. Well then, I'll get that custom order done for you.
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
No escatimes en gastos.
Next stop. Why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Por eso te dieron el dinero.
Liyue's
Hello,
really good.
welcome. Table for 3?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
Eh,
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy
Sí.
chili? But I can't eat spicy food.
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joys.
bueno, pues yo no como tampoco picante y no por eso precisamente no dejo de disfrutar la comida. Sí, sabe un poquito distinto y un poquito de genial, pero no deja de ser
My
importante
meals
la
have to
comida.
have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like
Pero
One
si
Man
mírate tú,
Restaurant's dishes
te traigo
are
a ti para todos lados, Paimon.
tastes. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wan Min Restaurant exists.
Sí.
If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no business.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Now. We'll be eating here after. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you.
Ah,
Of course,
sí.
we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant as the likes of Lily Pavilion or...
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately?
Sí.
Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation, right?
Done. I'll go prepare the food then.
Great! It's time for a nice meal!
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be with you shortly.
Vale.
Ugh. It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick.
Sí.
I thought it was just right. Almost. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we bring Tooser here to try Liyue's specialty? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around. Good idea. The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of Liyue Harbor.
Vale, pues al puerto.
Wow, this place is huge!
Ah,
Are
no,
the
mentira.
waves here always like this? Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide, but since this is a special occasion,
Ella me guía,
I can make
huevón,
it
no me
this
jodas.
place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the 7 nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense
Paimon, entonces no entiende una jota lo que dice. ¿Y si hagamos algo que le interese a los niños?
Yeah, Paimon can't remember how the rest goes any. Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Teyvat's mouth, and all the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 and has a taste of each boat and the cargo it has on board.
Esta vieja o la caga o la pega o habla de puras comidas.
Then Liyue Arbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious
Una
more.
explicación muy típica de
Hey,
Paimon.
what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tooser, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't even listening.
Claro que no, pues si hablas pura huevonada. Ah, un ancla.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get. This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position to stop the wind. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook?
Commodore
Is
Garfield.
this another one of your weird toys? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard.
¿Son tan grandes como ese ancla?
Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow, using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbinger... But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Hey! Quit running up!
Es un niño, ¿qué espera?
Assistance. Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Leo are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Tooser? Maybe 200 times your size?
Ah, rayo.
There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish. I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Creo que eso le interesaría.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats.
Eso le interesaría a Shanli. Acuérdense que Shanli es la del restaurante donde estuvimos. Ahora, ¿qué
What's
pasó?
wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy. I miss my brother. What? But we were just with him. Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
Bueno, supongo que no nos queda otra.
Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Paimon thinks we've tried our best here. Child said that he'd be by the river near Chinshu Pool. Why don't we look for him there?
Pues vamos por eso.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you?
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted to watch
Uy,
you
mierda.
work.
well, why, yes, of course. For the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
So cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 mora, to be paid in full.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that. Spreading joy and laughter to everyone. That's what toy selling's all about.
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
Te va a reventar.
All right then. I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders.
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the treasure hoarder?
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself as quite talented in the field of treasure hunt.
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it...
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy...
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it.
Vale.
No time to lose.
Listo.
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well, I'd say.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely, he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless... maybe his...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so? What's with all the toy talk?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in code to protect the...
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
Mira, lo
This guy's the
entendieron.
one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you joining us.
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such strict entry.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the, toys, sir. We'll...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy.
Vale.
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
En situación de especial. Todo salió mejor de lo que pensé.
Master Child, you're here.
Uy, cállate,
A new
loco.
batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients up?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon...
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be...
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, sir. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young to, sir. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, too, sir. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, all right?
normal que pida a su hermano.
Really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job.
Ah, más difícil aún. Sería menos complicado si dijera la verdad. Sí.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole toy seller cover. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side.
Me pregunto cuánto tiempo más podrá ocultárselo a Teucer.
Wonders too. But hey, let's at least help him out. Wait. Where's Teucer?
Se fue atrás de su hermano.
We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go?
Supongo que se escapó para seguir a su hermano.
Seems likely. Teucer did seem really eager to hear his brother's speech. Either way, let's head over there for...